Hi, this is Grandma here, and I'm with Grandpa and all of my cats. Look at all of my cat measuring cups. Aren't they cute? Grandpa is wearing his Meowie Christmas ugly sweatshirt. And doesn't the cat look like Simba? I'm making a recipe called old-fashioned sour cream cookies. I've been making this recipe for 50 years. And 50 years ago they were called old-fashioned sour cream cookies. So this has to be a very old recipe. The ingredients are 3 cups sifted all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, a half a teaspoon baking soda, 1 cup butter or margarine, 1½ cups sugar, 2 eggs, 1 cup dairy sour cream, 1 teaspoon vanilla. Grandpa and I do not cook with salt, but if you want to put a half a teaspoon of salt in this recipe, you can. The topping is a half a cup sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Grandpa is now going to show you how to make the cookies.
The first step to cooking these old-fashioned sour cream cookies is to take the flour, the baking soda, and the baking powder and sift them all together in a medium-sized bowl. I'm sifting the flour into a bowl. I'm using a mesh strainer to sift the flour, the baking soda, and the baking powder all together. This strainer is about 50 years old. I just put the baking powder and the baking soda on top of my flour, so as I sift it, it'll be the last thing sifting through. It's okay that some of the flour goes over the side of my sifter. But as you can see, it's breaking down the flour into nice fine flour instead of the little heavier flour. And I'm mixing it a little bit together to get the baking powder and the baking soda mixed in a little bit with all the flour. We're going to set this bowl aside, and then we're going to take our sugar and our butter and our eggs, and with a mixer we're going to beat it to a fluffy consistency. I'm pouring sugar into my big bowl with the butter that's been sitting at room temperature for a while. Now I'm going to get my mixer and mix this up together. I'm going to start off on low speed and then work it up to medium. Now I'm beating the sugar and the butter together. Now I'm going to be adding the eggs into this mixture. Pick up the speed a little bit. Now I have to make this nice and smooth. Now that it looks nice and light and fluffy, now I'm going to be adding the sour cream and the vanilla extract. Now on low speed, I'm going to mix all this together. Mix it up till it's smooth. This is mixed now, nice and smooth. Now I'm going to be gradually adding in the flour mixture until well combined. So we take a little bit at a time. We don't put all of it in at once. like in thirds. 1/3, another third, and the final third. That's our final third. Now we've got to mix this all together. This is what the batter looks like. Now I'm scraping the sides down a little bit to get it all together. Because then we have to put the batter into the refrigerator for about an hour. Refrigerate for about an hour. A black cat spatula. This is the topping mixture of a 1/2 cup of sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to mix the two together in a bowl for the topping of the cookies. Now I have my cookie sheet with parchment paper on it. I'm scooping out the dough into round balls while I'm preheating my oven to 375 degrees. Sprinkling the cookie dough with our mixture of sugar and cinnamon. Now we're going to take our cookie tray and put it into the oven and bake for 12 minutes. While the first tray is baking, I'm going to be setting up my second tray of cookies. We bake these for 15 minutes till they're brown around the edges. I took them out of the oven, then I'm going to cool them on my wire racks and put the second batch in. Now Grandma and Grandpa are going to taste these old-fashioned sour cream cookies.
These are so good. Delicious.
Yeah, very light.
They're like cake. If you like a cookie that's like a cake, this is the one for you. They're a soft cookie, so if you like a delicious soft cookie, these are the ones to make. And happy holidays to everybody.
Happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah.
That's right.
And a healthy, happy new 2021.
You did a good job, Grandpa. You're a good cookie maker.